Welcome to the absolute climax of the 2025-26 Serie A season. Matchday 38 is finally here, and it promises to be one of the most brutal and dramatic conclusions in the entire history of Italian football. While the Scudetto has already been lifted, the final 90 minutes of this grueling campaign will mathematically determine not only the final UEFA Champions League tickets, but also who survives the terrifying drop into Serie B. In this comprehensive, deep-dive tactical breakdown, we are going to analyze all 10 matches on the final fixture list. We will rank them from the mid-table, tactical exhibitions to the absolute life and death, relegation and European qualification dogfights, utilizing advanced data like expected goals, and pressing intensity metrics to uncover the hidden truths. Chapter 1. The tactical dead rubbers and prestige battles. We begin with matches where survival and Europe are not on the line. But pride and final league positioning remain crucial. First up is Parma taking on Sassuolo. Both historic clubs are firmly locked in the lower mid-table, playing purely for organizational pride and crucial financial merit bonuses. The underlying advanced data for Parma shows a massive, frustrating underperformance in their seasonal expected goals metric. They currently sit at a negative delta of -8.4, meaning they have missed an astonishing number of high-probability scoring chances. Sassuolo will likely exploit Parma's offensive inefficiency through rapid transition counterattacks, making this a chaotic and open affair. Moving slightly up the Serie A ladder, we have Lazio taking on Pisa at the Stadio Olimpico. Lazio has endured a deeply disappointing season, missing out on European football entirely. Pisa is simply relieved to have mathematically avoided the devastating relegation battle that has engulfed the teams below them. Lazio's tactical decay is blatantly evident when we examine their pressing metrics. Their passes allowed per defensive action has severely dropped to a poor 12.8 this season, indicating a massive lack of coordinated pressing energy. Pisa will logically look to frustrate them by sitting extremely deep in a 5-4-1 block, challenging Lazio to break them down. Next, Fiorentina, currently sitting in 15th, welcomes Atalanta. Atalanta has safely secured 7th place with 58 points, officially locking down a UEFA Conference League spot. Atalanta's famously aggressive, pitch-wide man-marking system has been highly effective, but their manager is expected to rotate heavily. Fiorentina will push incredibly hard to deliver a final victory. To their loyal home fans, then the formidable former champions, Napoli, sitting comfortably in 2nd place with 73 points, host Udinese. Napoli's prestigious Champions League status is completely secure. This match will transform into a joyous celebration of beautiful attacking football at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Napoli's underlying offensive metrics remain absolutely terrifying. They have consistently generated an average expected goals of 2.1 per 90 minutes throughout the campaign. Udinese's structurally flawed defense will face a monumental, almost impossible task, trying to contain Napoli's dynamic attacking trios in the half spaces. Chapter 2. The Champions' victory lap and the bronze medal. We now arrive at the clash of the giants Bologna, hosting the undisputed champions of Italy, Inter Milan. Inter has completely dominated the peninsula this year, sitting at the absolute peak with 86 points and a staggering plus 54 goal difference. The real story here is their manager, Cristian Chivu. In his phenomenal debut season as head coach of the senior squad, Chivu has silenced all doubters, evolving from a legendary player to a tactical mastermind. He has achieved a historic domestic double in his very first year, cementing his legacy. Chivu's meticulously calibrated tactical machine allows an expected goals against of just 0.7 per match. Bologna, sitting in 8th place, will attempt to pull off a historic upset against Chivu's unbeatable Kings. But breaking down Inter's low block will require absolute perfection. Meanwhile, AC Milan currently occupies 3rd place with 70 points. They face Cagliari at the iconic San Siro, needing just a single point to mathematically secure the bronze medal. Milan's devastating transition speed is their primary weapon, with 18% of their attacking sequences, resulting in a shot within 10 seconds of winning the ball. Chapter 3, the terrifying relegation dogfight. Now, we dive into the absolute nightmare scenarios at the bottom of the table. Lecce, sitting dangerously in 17th. place with 35 points, hosts Genoa. This is not a dead rubber, this is a fight for their very survival. Lecce knows that if they lose to Genoa, and the teams in the relegation zone win their respective matches, Lecce could be dragged down into Serie B on the final day. The psychological pressure on the Lecce players is unimaginable. They must attack, but they cannot afford to leave their defense exposed. Genoa's incredibly disciplined, low defensive block has maintained a highly respectable expected goals against metric of 1.2 over their recent away games. They will sit deep, absorb Lecce's desperate attacks, and look to ruin their survival. Hopes through set pieces and clinical counterattacks. Chapter 4. The crumbling Roman defense. Moving to the top 4 race, AS Roma enters the final match day, sitting nervously in 4th place with 70 points. They face a highly dangerous away trip to Hellas Verona. Roma theoretically controls their own Champions League destiny, but the pressure is suffocating. Roma's recent defensive data provides a blaring red warning sign. Over their last 5 intense outings, their expected goals against has spiked dangerously to 1.6 per game. This reveals severe unaddressed vulnerabilities in the midfield half spaces. If Roma's pressing structure breaks down again, and their PPDA falls below their mediocre season average, Verona's lightning-fast vertical counterattacks will ruthlessly punish them. A single slip-up here could instantly and catastrophically drop Roma into the Europa League abyss. Chapter 5. The Old Lady's Ultimate Desperation. Sitting anxiously in 6th place with 68 points is the historic titan Juventus. Missing out on the Champions League is considered an absolute sporting and economic catastrophe. For a club of this immense financial structure, Juventus must play the fierce Derby della Mole against their bitter local rivals, Torino. Torino has absolutely nothing to lose and wants nothing more in this world than to completely destroy Juventus's European dreams. On the final day of the season, analyzing Juventus's deeper tactical metrics reveals a major structural flaw. Their expected threat from open play ranks a shocking 8th in the entire league, exposing a severe reliance on individual moments of brilliance rather than fluid, cohesive attacking geometry. Juventus must enforce a brutal, high-intensity press from the very first whistle. If they are passive and allow Torino's incredibly physical midfield to dictate the tempo of the game, Juventus will fail to secure the victory, and the iconic Champions League anthem will be permanently silenced in Turin. Chapter 6. The Ultimate Double Death Match. The absolute pinnacle of drama happens in Cremona. Tied perfectly with Juventus on 68 points is the sensation of the European season, Como 1907. They travel to face Cremonese in a match where 2 entirely different desperate universes collide. Como needs a victory to complete a historic footballing miracle and qualify for the Champions League. But Cremonese is fighting for their actual lives to escape the relegation zone. If Cremonese wins, they could potentially leapfrog Lecce and survive in Serie A. It is the ultimate double-sided guillotine match. Under the visionary mind of Cesc Fabregas, Como has completely revolutionized Italian football. Drawing from his rich Spanish heritage, Fabregas has instilled a sophisticated possession system, boasting a 62% possession rate in the opponent's final third. Alongside their possession dominance, Como maintains a suffocating PPDA of 8.2, completely starving their opponents of the ball. They have generated a massive seasonal expected goals of 65.4, heavily outperforming traditional Italian giants. Fabregas's attackers use precise geometric passing triangles to methodically dissect low defensive blocks. However, Cremonese will defend like savage animals backed into a corner. They are fighting for survival, meaning tactically, they will abandon all fear and throw their bodies on the line to block every single passing lane. If Como defeats Cremonese, they mathematically guarantee a top 5 finish, securing an unbelievable ticket to the UEFA Champions League. But in doing so, they will hammer the final nail into Cremonese's coffin, sending them down to Serie B. 10 incredibly tense matches, 90 exhausting minutes, and an infinite amount of tactical and emotional drama. This is the brutal, beautiful reality of Serie A. Leave your final predictions for the Champions League spots and the relegation survivors in the comments below, and subscribe for more deep tactical data stories. See you on the pitch.